Even if we repeat a camp each year, the teachers go for a recce, they stay at the same property, take the same meals, they participate in the same activities. If Ishan says they'll go for a trek, the teachers say, take me on the trek at the same time of the day. They look at logistics like, is it very cold? Was it too sunny? How wide or narrow was the path? Is it safe? It's not safe. So a complete checklist is what they look at. After that, when we are very reassured of everything, we give a go-ahead to him, we book the place, and then we organize the orientation for you. Ishan is going to take us through the itinerary, what the camp looks like. After that, we'll take student questions first. If they have any, we'll send them back for breakfast, and then we look at parent questions. Great. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Did you all had your breakfast? All of you? None of you? All right, so before we start, let's play a small game. In this game, you have to follow my commands. Can you all do that? So whenever I say stand, both your hands should be straight up. And whenever I say sit, you need to fold your arms. Can you all do that? It's not audible. आवाज नहीं आया. It has to be louder and together. All right. Stand. Sit. Stand. Sit. Now there are two more commands. Whenever I will say clap, you need to clap once. If I say clap twice, you will clap 2 times. And if I say clap 3 times, then you have to clap 3 times. Can you all do that? And whenever I will say sing, you have to say your school name. And what is that? It should be louder and together. Right? Can we all do that? Can we all do that? All right. Stand. Sit. Stand. Sit. Clap. Clap. Clap, clap, clap. Sing. 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 All right. Was it easy? So now let's make it more simpler. Let's jumble up the instructions. Now the stand command changes with sit command. Sit command changes with stand. Clap changes with sing. And sing changes with clap. Are we all mentally present here? Pakka? All right. Stand. Good morning. Sit. Stand. Sit. Clap. Clap. Stand. Very good. So now to begin with, Rocksport is an organization which is there for past 23 years, and we have covered more than 1200 schools in Pan India. We are there in Bangalore, we are there in Hyderabad, we are there in Mumbai, we are there in Jaipur, we are there in Lucknow as well. So in past 20 years, we have covered more than 20 lakh children, those who have participated in our programs. So for this year, grade 4 is traveling to Dehradun and grade 5 is traveling to Mussoorie. And the date they are traveling is 19th of March. So how many days are left? Roughly around 1.5 months, right? So 19th of March is the departure date for grade 4 and 18th of March is the departure day for grade 5. The reporting time at school is at sharp 5 o'clock. 5:30, we will leave the school to start with our journey. Is that okay with everyone? So when I say 5 o'clock, that means everybody must report at sharp 5 o'clock. We will take half an hour for the loo break and we'll do some briefing. 5:30, we will leave the school premises. Is that okay? All right. So to begin with, firstly, I will start with Dehradun property. Simultaneously, I will be sharing about the pictures of Mussoorie campsite. And towards the end of the presentation, I will take few questions from you people. And then you can move towards your daily routine. Is that okay? All right. So this is Dehradun. We are just 3 kilometers away from the city of Dehradun. So the travel time is going to be somewhere around 6 hours. This place is somewhere around 250 kilometers away from Delhi. And it is just 14 kilometers from the nearby place. The medical support is just 9 kilometers away from our campsite. You must have heard about Max Hospital there. It is just 9 kilometers away from that place. The At the property, we have 23 cottages and we'll be having a sharing of 3 or 4 sharing in one room. Now, if I talk about Mussoorie, this place is somewhere around 275 kilometers away from Delhi and it is 13 kilometers away from Mall Road at Mussoorie. There we have 13 cottages and we have a mixture of tents as well. Tents and cottages, they have both have attached washroom to it. The nearest medical support is somewhere around 10 kilometers away from the campsite. So these are the cottages of Dehradun. This is the interior of the tents at Mussoorie. These are the cottages again at Dehradun. These are the washrooms. This is the dining area where you people will be having your meals. So at campus, this day starts with a briefing and then we do some not practice session because as we all are going for adventure activities. So basically the knots are the lifeline of an adventure people because if you don't know how to tie knots, you won't be able to conduct the activities. So the day starts with simple knot practice session and then we go towards our activities at the camp. So these are the few pictures of the activities of last year. We have zip line there, we have Mission Impossible, then we have obstacle courses. So there's an obstacle course called Burma Bridge where children are going to take part and then in a day we will be going for a small trekking where we'll be exploring the nature. So these are the few pictures of the treks. There we take part in self-cooking as well. As a team we will be preparing a meal. These are the few pictures of an activity called Mission Impossible. Now at Mussoorie, we have an activity which is called as Guerrilla War. It's a kind of treasure hunt. Grade 5 will be taking part in an activity which is called treasure hunt. It will happen on the last day of the camp. And then we have to procure few items from the campsite. So these are the few pictures. For Dehradun, we have a special day where we'll be going for a visit to FRI. It is a Forest Research Institute in Dehradun. So on the last day of the camp, we'll be starting early and we'll be reaching at this place. We'll explore the area and come back with a knowledge of how to grow a forest in the nearby place. So at campus, we have an activity which is called as journal writing. Every day, we have a small session where children take part in an activity where they reflect about how the complete day have went. They also take part in activities like bonfire, where they sit around with their friends and share their complete day's reflection. So these are the few pictures of the campus site. So now moving towards the complete itinerary, we all are going to assemble at sharp 5 o'clock. We'll all leave the school premises by 5:30 in Volvo buses. We'll have en route breakfast at Mansoorpur for the case of Mussoorie. And then we'll take a halt at Dehradun. We'll have a lunch there, and then we'll reach the campsite around 3 in the afternoon. We'll do some orientation, cottage allotment and tent allotment, and then we'll take part in camp games and journal writing session on day 1. After dinner, around 9ish, the day will end and we'll all move to our respective accommodations. On day 2, they will take part in an activity called raft building. We have a pool there in the campsite. It's a natural pool. We'll learn how to build a raft and we'll row that raft in the same pool itself. We'll not be going to a stream. And after having lunch, we'll be going for a quick trek as well at the campsite. On day 3rd, we'll wake up, we'll go for a zip line activity and then we'll take part in Guerrilla War. This is how day 3 looks like, and day 4, after having our breakfast, we'll leave the premises and then again we'll board the buses and we'll reach Mansoorpur for the lunch. So this is how the complete itinerary of Mussoorie campsite looks like. Now if I talk about Dehradun property, sorry. Okay. So for Dehradun property, again, we'll leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 we'll reach there. We'll have our breakfast at Mansoorpur. We will reach the campsite by 1 in the afternoon. We'll have our lunch at the property and then we'll take part in zipline activity for the day. On day 2, we'll be going for a small day trek and coming back from the day trek, we'll have a lunch. We'll take part in an activity called Jumaring and rope course. On day 3rd, after having breakfast, we'll go for a visit to FRI. and then we'll board our buses towards the school. So now I will quickly discuss uh, why these programs are safer. The reason because is the people behind it. They are the people, those who possess a special kind of DNA. Every year, every rock sporter go through different types of trainings. The trainings such as technical trainings, trainings such as first aid trained instructors, gender sensitivity, and it is mandatory for every rock sport to attend a 3 days training program where they know how to tie the harness, how to tie the knots. Even it is mandatory for every rock sporter to go for expedition so that we are close to the nature. We have documented SOPs at our campsite, right from each and everything, पानी गया नहीं गया बस में, snacks arrange हैं, dry snacks, आपने in route doctor से बात किया नहीं किया, everything we have a documented SOP for that. There is a proper checklist. There is regular briefing of the drivers, the camp staff, the instructors. Even we brief the teachers about how the camp is going to go. Regular assessment at the campsite is done. And there are few safety guidelines that we follow. Before and after every program, there is a safety audit. We have a safety inspector who comes and checks the quality of the equipment. All the instructors and the equipments, we regularly keep on check on that. Even we have an experience of more than 10 lakh hours with the children as well as with our gears. There are few more safety points that we keep in mind. These are regular briefing and orientation of the support staff, camp staff, and the people, those who are involved in the camp. There is mandatory for everyone to submit their PCC. Assessment is done on daily basis. Whenever a group is moving, all the doctors, all the hospitals are informed that the group is traveling. In case of any emergency, you have to give us the priority. There is a female instructor at the campus because we have a lot of female children, those who will be participating. So we have good number of female instructors at the property. There is a paramedic there at the, right. Because that's showing on the screen there. So there will be a paramedic nurse who will be traveling with us. They will be there in the emergency backup vehicle so that in case of any emergency, she is going to be there to help. There is a 24/7 backup vehicle there at the property. And we have a very good ratio of 8:1. On every 8 children, there is one instructor from Rocksport, and this is beside the teachers, those who will be traveling with us. And all the campsite, they are well fenced campsite. That means there no outside person can come to the property. Even we have a pakka structure there in case of any emergency, if it rains by any chance. So we have a pakka structure there. So whenever it rains, we have an area where we can conduct such activities such as team building games can be organized, not practice session can be organized, survival sector will be there. So now to discuss with the tentative menu of the campsite, the day starts with morning milk. Then we have breakfast. In breakfast, we have one Indian dish, one bread dish, one bread butter jam is there, one continental dish is going to be there, hot chocolate along with some cereals are going to be there. Around 11 o'clock in the afternoon, we give them the energy drink. And then in lunch, there is going to be one dal dish, one paneer dish, one continental dish, one rice is going to be there, assorted breads, and one sweet dish. In the evening, we have one Indian snacks. We have hot chocolates, bolmitas. In around 7 o'clock in the evening, we have soup, and then in dinner, one paneer dish is going to be there, one dry vegetable, one non-veg dish is also there, and we have continental dish. So no sweet dish are there in the night time. So now if your child is allergic to any of the material or any of the food material, so I would request that please do inform your teacher so that we can make the prior arrangements. So now there are few personal things that we all need to carry. There are personal belongings. We'll be also sharing a things to carry list with you all so that we are all prepared for that. So these are long t-shirts, long track pants, a warm jacket should be there. You must carry your raincoat because it might rain anytime. You should carry your personal towels, garments, and everybody, as we will be going for a small hike or trek, so we should carry a small sun cap as well. Footwear, there is no need to buy a new pair of shoes. Your old pair of shoes will work fine because when you buy a new pair of footwear and you have to do a small trek or you have to wear it for throughout the day, you might get shoe bite. So there is no need to buy any new pair of shoe. An old pair of shoe will work. Sandals must be there because if any case it rains, you must have a sandal. Regular socks should be there. So these are few personal belongings like torches, water bottles is mandatory, mosquito repellent if you want to carry, personal first aid if you want to carry, and if any child takes any medicine, please do inform the teachers so that we all are well aware of that, and the paramedic present at the camp will be providing you with all the medicines. If any child wear prescribed glasses, so please carry 2 pair of glasses because many times while doing the activity, if the glass falls and it breaks, it becomes very difficult to arrange a new pair of glass within 2-3 hours. A small backpack is also mandatory. So there are few do's and don'ts of the campus. Please do carry a rucksack. Rucksack is the big bag that comes onto your shoulder and it becomes very easy for a child to carry it. Do carry a small bag in the bus. In that bus, you should be carrying the water bottle is there. You should carry your personal medicine if you have. You should carry your a warm jacket in the bus because mornings are going to be a little colder. And the temperature in the bus is going to be cold because we are traveling through AC buses. Many of the time it happens कि किसी बच्चे को ठंडी लग रही है, किसी को गर्मी लग रहा है. So those who are feeling a little cold can put on their jackets. There are few don'ts. Please do not send any cash with your child. There is no need of any cash at the campus. Please do not send any jewelry along with them. No kada, no earrings, nothing. No gold chains. Don't send any child with mobile phones, even with tuck food. Although you can carry a small packet of chips, that's it. Because we'll be giving them packed snack in the bus. Along with that, the camp has a full nutritious meal at the camp. If the child is going to have a small packet of chips, then he won't have the complete wholesome food that we are going to provide at the campus, which will affect the complete energy level throughout the day. So please don't send any tuck food, any Coca-Cola cans, any biscuits, nothing. So now if you have any query related to the camp, if you want to ask something.
Form 5, did you see your pictures on the slides from your last year's camp? Memories refreshed? Great. First, we'll take student questions. Ishan was generous to say one small pack of chips. I will in my mail, when I send that list out, what you can carry, what you have to pack, I'll say no to chips as well. You know why? Because you tend to overeat when you're traveling. You know, we're all excited, we keep eating, and then we feel vomitish, and then we feel pukish, we don't feel good on the way. We know what to give you when you're hungry. So no tuck items, nothing at all. Okay, I'll begin from here. Yeah. Louder, you'll have to be loud. Teammates, I'll tell you why. We'll take your preferences, but we don't promise that. The teachers will have to see that if I place these 4 students in the room, there's not going to be any fight, no trouble. By now, we understand your team dynamics very well, right? So we want everybody to have a very happy, pleasant stay. We'll try and have friends together as much as we can. But if I know that these 4 friends together is instead of fun, it's going to be more trouble, I'll have to kind of separate you all. Okay? Yeah. And do you know why the schools don't do only 2 children in the room? Why is it that I want 3 or 4? Because when two children fight, nobody tells the truth. Right? So I want the third or the fourth person there to tell me what happened. So this is my reasoning of having more than two children in one room. Got it? Here you go. I'll take your question. Yes. Yes.
When when we go to the adventure camp, like from our home to the bus, do we have to wear our home clothes or the casual?
So on the journey, we prefer school clothes, the school uniform, because wherever we stop, those are public places and there's huge crowd around. It's easier for teachers to identify when you're in your school uniform. Okay? Right. Yes, Chaitanya.
Do you will send the message in the phone?
To your parents, updates? Yes. Your parents will get all updates like last year. When you start, when you reach, what you eat, your activities, everything. Okay? And by the time you sleep, from your morning till the end of the day, your parents will get all updates.
Miss, do you will also send the time also when we will go?
Yes, everything. All details will be sent. Menu, this was a sample menu. I am yet to rework on that with Ishan to look at what you will eat over there. And the final menu will also be shared with all of you. Okay, next question here. Sunscreen, yes, please. And all the essentials that you need to pack, we'll send you a proper list. Okay, don't overpack. Don't get too excited. I'm going on a camp. I need new shoes. I need new clothes. You need to be very sure of what you're comfortable in. Do you know why we say no new shoes? New shoes often lead to shoe bite and you don't know it. Then you are in big trouble. So carry your shoes that you're very comfortable in. Okay? Yes. No snacks. We'll give you good snacks there. The menu was quite interesting, right? So we'll try and have fun things also. When they cook, do they make Maggie there? Yeah. So that's one junk item there. That's enough for 2-3 days. Yes, Nena.
Okay. I'm waiting. We can wear our home clothes. We can wear our home
Nena,
clothes.
let's not repeat questions.
Just wear an ID card.
No. Yes, Myra.
Miss, when we go to the bus, so do we have to wear our casual or our sports uniform?
Casual uniform, right? The casual uniform. Another very important thing, we'll send you the exact time of departure from school. So if I say the bus is leaving at 5, that means that you're not coming to school at 5. You're coming to me at 4:30 because we have to get your bags in the bus. We have to send you to the washroom before you start from school. We have to give a little briefing, end time briefing. All that requires time. And if you do not turn in on time, what do I do? What do? The bus leaves and I leave you, right? So even if you come at 5 minutes to 5 and you say that I can see the bus, I'm still on time, for me, you're not on time. The gates are closed. Please go back home. If you do not come in at the time that we give you and if you're late, then you're not going on the camp. All right? Yes.
So about the snack thing, for the chips, if we're bringing the chips, will we not be
We are not
provided
bringing the chips.
Okay, but
There's
if,
no negotiation.
No,
Sorry.
Miss, I'm saying something else.
Hanji.
If we bring the chips, will we not have any school snacks like Maggie and all that?
So I just told you. So we will share this. So I'm not taking questions on what you're wearing. I'm not taking any more questions on snacks, okay? So we'll send you a list of things that you will be carrying, what you'll be wearing, also what you will be eating. You can see everything in advance. And it's not going to be dal, roti, sabzi all the time. There's fun stuff as well, things that children like to eat. Okay? I'll ensure that there's a good menu. You don't miss your chips. We don't want, you know why? You're trekking, you're running. When you overeat, you'll feel giddy. You won't feel good. Okay? So no more questions on what you're wearing and no more questions on snacks. Any other different question if you have? Amir. Phone calls by students? Amir, did you go for the camp last year? What is the answer? No. So then, why are we asking? Oh, you're excited about it, no phone calls. Okay. All right. Yes, Anya.
So, are we allowed to wear earrings?
Earrings, you can, but I would say avoid it because, you know, sometimes if you lose anything, it's going to be a time waste for you to be looking around for things, you know? So I know you're responsible children. You've been wearing them every day to school. But I would say if you can avoid it on the campsite, avoid it. Okay? Yes. 2 more questions and the other questions will be taken care of in the class by your teachers.
Miss, so like I have glasses, but they aren't permanent. So like I can remove them and do the activities.
That's okay then, if you're comfortable with that. Yeah. Last one here, Miss Bhavna. I'll take yours as well. Okay.
Miss, like in the water bottles and everything. So, is it fine if it's like 750 ml, not a liter?
Okay, try and get that, though we will have extra water in the bus as well. And see, when you're going for trekking, if you take a smaller water bottle, you'll have to return to refill it. So try and carry a perfect size bottle. If not, 750 ml is close to 1 liter, that's fine.
Okay, miss.
Yeah. ID card is something that I will let you know. We were in fact discussing that whether we need or because if you lose the school ID card, it's difficult when you come back to school. Maybe we look at a temporary arrangement, but uniform is a must. Yeah? Yes. Why would you ask that question? Are you asking for? So let your friend ask that question. You can't pack food for 3 days, right? Was that your question? If she wants to bring something, right? They will ensure that there's food for everybody on the camp. Okay? So we have a variety. We'll work that out. Okay. Last one. Absolutely the last one. No. Why? So we'll send you a list of things. Don't worry. We'll send you the itinerary. So I'll send you the itinerary, what your days are going to look like. I'll send you the menu. I'll send you the list of things to pack. That's the important information for all of you. On total, I'll send it closer to the date. Yeah? Yes. No. So your parents have to fill up the form by 7th of February. That's the last date. Though I don't give them a choice. I say you have to fill it up. It's mandatory. But you have to chase them to do it on time. Okay? Right. All right. I think students, it's time for you to line up and move for breakfast. And I will interact with the parents here. Can we have a quiet exit, please? PYP 4 and 5, do you remember my interaction with you from back to school on day 2? Let's not repeat that today. Okay? Make sure that I don't have the need to do that interaction again. All right. Can we come closer? Is it okay if you want to come this side? We can. Any questions that you have? Yes. Internet is, yes, teachers, we have been interacting with them. We've not had an instance where we've not been able to contact them, right? Is there Wi-Fi there? Yeah. No. No, no. See, I'll tell you what happens. When they talk to parents, they start missing the parents. Then there is anxiety that settles in. So out of sight is out of mind. Yeah, so I know you're new to school this year, so that's why you have this question. I'll let you know. So, Miss Ragini, she sends out camp updates to all parents. The moment they start from here, wherever they stop, there's a little picture with one liner what's happening right now. The photograph may not always have your child, and I always tell parents, please don't bother us back with saying that it's been 2 days, I've not seen a single picture of my child. Hai bhi ki nahi hai? I've had literally a comment that said, hai ya nahi hai? I said, hai, of course. You know, see, when teachers are with the children, it's very difficult for them to keep a track of whose photograph has been sent and who's not. We divide duties. There's one person who's responsible for sending camp updates, right? Now that one person is mostly around one set of children, though that one person tries to take other groups as well. It's a camp update on what's happening. It's not a child's update. Yeah. Also, we've had, instances where we've made a child talk to a parent because, see, nothing is written on the stone where it comes to a child. If the child is howling, crying, then we do make them talk. If we feel that conversation will help settle, we do that. But if a parent cries and calls me, I will not attend that call. Yeah. We encourage, we don't force and push. There is encourage. See, what is the idea of camp? Overcome your fears, go and accept challenges. These are not the kind of things that they would do when they go on holidays with you. These are not the kind of stays they have when we go on family holidays. So we don't say that you have to. There is the teachers around. So they're watching the others do it, and through that time, the teachers are talking. It's all right. See your friends doing it, doing that. And anyway, not 40 are doing the same activity at the same time. They're in smaller groups. They're moving around. So the wait time is not too much. Yeah. Yes. Yes. All. Yeah. 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 The mail mentioned all form teachers and co-teachers, along with additional 1 or 2 teachers who are going on the camp. Yes. Sorry, louder. So Ragini sends the group pictures. Mostly we try and send a group picture. Yeah. Yeah, we sent a link. I wonder how you missed that. We want parents to keep those memories, and we did send a link last time, a Google Drive link that had all photos. Check your mails quite a little bit more regularly. Yeah. 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 Look at these happy faces around you. Yeah. Personal update, there will be no personal updates. Yeah. So I'll tell you personal updates are when. It is when a child has developed cold or fever. And that too, if it's like something we can manage, we don't mostly text because it raises anxiety here. You call up, the teacher is anxious, it comes down to the child. So far, I've done camps with, including my last organization in here. I've done at least more than 10, 11 outstation camps. So far, we've not had the need of, calling the parents, any extreme situation. See, children fall, they'll have cracks, bruises, all of that. Though we always keep guiding them that, safety and security is your responsibility. But at such places, instances happen. Those are minor things which are part and parcel of every day that can happen here as well. But a personal update is only we call up if a child is really out of control, crying a lot. But my experience has shown children are more happy there. Parents are more worried here. They don't want to come back. When they come back and they say that, can we do an overnight stay in school? We're missing our friends. I understand your anxiety. It's whenever you send your piece of heart away for the first time, I relate to it. But I also want to tell you that I'm a mother myself. If today you give me your child and say, take her to the mall, I'll be more conscious of taking care of your child than my own. Because taking somebody else's children comes with a lot more accountability and a lot more responsibility. So only after we're very confident and we've done our thorough checks and everything is in place, we say we're ready for the camp. So don't worry, she'll be very well taken care of. Yeah. And there are times children miss, doesn't it happen at home also? If one of the parent is traveling for a longer period of time, they sometimes weep and say, oh, I'm missing mama, I'm missing papa. That's natural. So they may say, I was upset, I was missing you, but that's all right. But they've had their share of fun as well. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. Can you promise me when you take Agastya to a place, no monkey will take your towel away? We all take care, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So this year we've changed the property because that particular campsite started attracting more. Where is it, Shan? That's the reason. I know. We've changed the property. Yes. Right. So I'll tell you, go to a Taj holiday or a Oberoi also. Sometimes you call up the reception and say, listen, there's no water in my washroom, right? That happens with all of us. So though we've done our thorough checks, what is important is the camp people and the school is equipped to troubleshoot. So the moment they report, it may have taken time in certain cases. Yeah, right, right. Yeah. So all of these things, Ishan, let's just cross-check before the check-in.
So this usually happen because some of the child must have opened the tap and the complete tank must have. All right. All right.
So we can
We'll keep a
we
check.
can do
We'll
a
keep
check this time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. No problem, ma'am. No problem. So usually what we do is we do housekeeping twice a day. So in any case, बच्चे का अगर water activity है, then they come back because one of the friends come back, वो गीले कपड़े पहन के ही washroom चला गया. Then it becomes a little dirty.
So clean, not working, I understand. But let me tell you, in terms of cleanliness, when we do the recce, we go and check all washrooms. Now, cleanliness is also, sometimes children, when they find a...
Definitely, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. So these are the kind of circle times we do. Anything bothering you, come talk about it. Any problem, just... Yeah, great. Let's do a
ensure
thorough
that.
check before the check-in.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. No. So I will also send you a list of medicines that we carry, and we will let you know that if a child develops fever, this is what I'll give. It's letting you know. Out of those, if you feel that no, my child is allergic and cannot write back to us, in that case, send us a separate thing. Also, if a child is having something on regular basis for whatever reason, that medicine we won't have. We will have cold, cough, stomachache, vomiting, nausea, loosies or something like upset stomach, things, the common medical medicines. And like fever, we do crocin. We carry Meftal only when the fever goes very high. I'll send you that list. Cold is T-Minix, something that we all have been giving and safe to give. Cough is cherry cough, like that. Domstal for vomiting. Whatever the nurse says, that list will also be shared with you. Besides this, if there is any homeopathic, any other medicine, anything, just put it in a Ziploc and give that to us a day in advance. Do not pack that in child's bag, because what if a child overconsumes something? What if somebody else has it, So no medicines, no food, nothing in the room is what we allow. If there are children who have motion sickness, right? In that case, I would say that give them a medicine in the morning itself, because medicine also takes time to, have its own effect. So let's not wait for a child to say, I'm feeling nauseous, or if you say that only the hilly drive, so probably you can give it around the lunchtime. Put that in a separate, just give all those instructions to the form teacher well in advance. If you come on the camp day, 4:30 in the morning, and start telling all that you have to tell the teacher, nothing will be registered. So because we make our own notes, we make our own checklist, everything before time. We will carry. We'll let you know what we're carrying. But if there is something else you would like to give and you say, no, this suits my child better, let us know. Yeah.
The only problem with that route is because our transporter, we have to change the buses. Then reaching to that place and coming back to the campsite takes little longer time. Also, we have we have to plan a en route meal as well. Because a child coming at 4:30 in the morning, then he should
I
have
was
a
about to give
breakfast.
this reasoning. You know that when this Delhi Mumbai Express opened, there were barely stops, there were barely washrooms also. Now it's developing with time, but we would not like to experiment something which is, there won't be food stops, there won't be good toilets around, and we want to go on a way which is experiment, tried and tested.
So if we start uh, tentative 1.5 hours, ma'am. So we'll take a very first halt at Mansoorpur. It takes 1.5 hours to reach that place. We'll start at 5:30. 7ish will be there.
Aren't we starting at 5 for Missouri?
Sorry?
We're starting at 5 for Missouri?
5:30 we are starting. 5
Okay,
o'clock
fine.
is the similar.
Okay. Sorry, I got mixed up.
So this Dehradun property is very close to Malsi Deer Park.
Our current Form 5 stayed in the same property last year. Yeah. You had a question.
It is just 13 kilometers away, sir. We are towards the JW Marriott site. We are very close to Campty Waterfall. It is just 3 kilometers away. Must be around 4 kilometers. Yeah. Towards Campty.
Don't tell them anything. You'll all find all of them
I'm
there.
not telling the name because there are
Answer
multiple
only questions that
campsites.
are required to answer.
Right.
So we don't take the Volvo there. So the Volvo can't. We're changing the.
So we'll be reaching at Dehradun. We'll take a halt there. We'll have a we'll have a lunch there. From there on, we'll be transferred into smaller AC vehicle. So
That's
these are
easier, you know, because.
AC vehicle who can maneuver very easily. So that's why we are taking that route. So for the trek, we'll be moving out of the campsite. For the zip line, we'll be moving out because these zip lines are a natural form of zip lines. We'll be tying our ropes, we'll be doing everything. But we have not a pakka structure. जो कि अगर वो कराना है, we can do it any of the amusement parks. So that is why the reason is we go to the nature site and then we do a zip line there. So it will be somewhere around 30 minutes walk to reach at the zip line base. It is going to be a walk.
All of this is tested by the teachers already. You know, what way are they taking? Where are they going? What's happening where? So all of that is seen. Yeah.
Right. Anything? So it is going to be a little cold in the morning time. The afternoons are going to be a little sunny, and towards the end of the evening, it is going to be cold. So when I say cold, that means somewhere around 18 degrees Celsius or maybe 15, 20, around that. So ma'am, we have ample amount of quilts, we have ample amount of sleeping bags. So whenever a child feel little coldish or maybe some cold, the child tells us, and before going to bed, the instructor along with the teacher, they go to respective tents and cottages and ask each and every child, are you feeling comfortable? If the child is not feeling comfortable, we provide them with extra quilts and blankets.
It's not going to be very cold. See, we did a thorough thing and, you know, thought on what weather. If I take them in the month which is too hot, they can't be outdoors. They'll be sweating. They'll be, you know, their headaches and everything. If you see the hill stations, the rest of my school is going Feb end. The only reason we moved from 4 and 5 on the calendar to the next month was it's a comfortable time to go on the hills. Like May, June, it's too hot. You don't even feel like you're on the hills. Mornings and evenings, it's going to be cold. The teachers, when they went somewhere around November. Yeah, so November and March is almost similar. They did not have the need to have heaters inside the room. Yeah, it was comfortable. We try and avoid heaters. We give them extra thick quills or something. But November and March, since the teachers have lived there wasn't a need to kind of warm your rooms. Yeah. Even if there is a need to, what we do is when children are outside, I would suggest that we turn the heaters on. The room is warm enough for them to enter, and then we remove them. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah.
It is only for the kids, ma'am. No outsiders are there, ma'am. So it is not an amusement park. We go to a nearby area. We have already identified that place कि यहाँ पे सिर्फ रॉक स्पोर्ट के लोग ही जिपलाइन कराएंगे और कोई जिपलाइन वहाँ पे नहीं कराता है. एंड देन वी टाई द रोप्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि वहाँ रोप परमानेंटली बंधा हुआ है. वी टाई दोज रोप्स एंड देन वी डू अ चेक कि ये रोप्स सब कुछ ठीक है. देन ओनली द चाइल्ड टेक्स पार्ट इन द एक्टिविटी. अगर आप बोलेंगे तो पहले टीचर को करा देंगे. Right.
No question is a silly question that it comes to your child. So ask anything and everything. We want you to feel very comfortable. We want you to be at ease. Book your own private trips while your child is away. And just forget about the 2 days. Huh? Did you notice I did not share the name of the property for a reason? And I will not also. Yeah. So I'll tell you, we've had instances where children have stayed overnight in school. I've had parents outside the school boundary in the car crying, baat kara do, dikha do, 1 minute andar aane do. I said, you cry as much as you want to outside. So you're in Mussoorie doing what? Doesn't matter to us. You cannot be at my campsite. That's all that's important for us. Yeah. You want to be in Mussoorie, go chill on the mall road. You won't find my children on the mall road. You won't know where they are. Grade 4. Yeah, right. 3 nights for Form 4, I'm good with 2. Only Form 5, are we brave enough to take them for 3 nights? Tell them to hold on for next year is Form 5, we try and do an extended camp for about 3 nights. Like this year, if you heard, Mussoorie is 3 nights for them. Yeah? Any other questions? Happy to see the happy faces. Pass on your comfort level to your peer group if there are... Sorry? No smart devices, no cameras, nothing. Let them just be that raw self in the raw nature. No. So the teachers have enough, like, she would know, like, she can share that last year we shared enough pictures. So you would... Post the camp, there's a photo gallery link that we share with all of you. Yeah, right. Clear my phone, take whatever you want. I'm happy. Right? All right? Great. Lovely. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.